Hi!
Hello.
Back in the saddle. That's what they say.
Inside the saddle.
Inside the saddle.
Yeah, that is how we use saddles.
You would know.
I do, yeah.
Famous horse girl Nora.
Yeah.
This is when Rom Met Com, the podcast where we break down what makes a date movie a great movie. We're currently working our way through Vanity Fair's list of the 42 best romantic comedies of all time to see if they had us at hello or were a big mistake. Huge. Today we're talking about number 32 on the list, Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. I'm Jack.
I'm Nora.
And today we are joined by Aruhan Galieva. Aruhan is a actress, comedian, writer, performer.
Anything you pay me to do, really. That's the vibe.
Intriguing.
It's hard out there.
You do realise we're not paying you to be here today.
Absolutely not, no. That's fine. I'm here for the vibes.
And of course, Ru and I know each other from the hard days of treading the boards. We were in a short play, sketch, thing.
Experience is how I would describe it.
It was experiential.
It was really fun.
It was really fun.
What was the name of the pub, though?
I can't remember the
I think
name.
it was like the Horse and Stables or something in Waterloo. And it
was definitely in Waterloo.
Our mutual friend Charlie wrote it. It was something to do with
Guy Fawkes?
Guy Fawkes. And we ended up with singing Katy Perry's Firework.
I love that.
I played a man who sold rats on sticks.
Very good casting for you.
Thank you.
Has much changed?
Now I sell gerbils on sticks, but that's just the economy.
Were the rats cooked? Was this food like rat on a stick?
I was like a man selling food on the street who then turned out to be some sort of anti-terrorist.
Damn, you've got a better memory than me. I cannot remember, but there is definitely a video like circling of this. So do you know what? We should do a 10-year anniversary because it was about 10 years ago.
We should do.
We should do a 10-year reunion.
Do a screening.
It's coming up to November 5th. Let's go to the pub, even though it's like not programmed, to just like just put it on.
Just do it.
I will cancel my annual viewing of V for Vendetta and attend this instead.
I think
Absolutely.
we should like be an opening to V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
Honestly,
we can be a little like, what's the opposite of palate cleanser? You know, where it's like your warm-up hacks, basically.
I was like with the opposite palate cleanser, like palate dirtier.
Yeah, we'll dirty that palate. Get it real greased up.
Gross.
Nora should be in it. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
Like guest appearance as Katy Perry.
I would love that.
I do often think of you as the Katy Perry of West Virginia.
Thank you.
Guys, it's nice to catch up with old friends, just like my old friend Bridget Jones.
Oh,
what a nice segue.
Because that is really what this is. This is a catch up with friends, this movie. Yes, we are talking about Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy, the fourth film in the Bridget Jones saga. This is our first sequel.
Oh, yeah.
I think it might be our only sequel.
Probably.
For now. This is directed by Michael Morris, the first man to direct a Bridget Jones movie.
Boo. No, I love men. I'm dating a man. But is he the best director for it? Like, I think it's a really good film, but
we'll get into
that.
Starring Renee Zellweger, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Leo Woodall, Sarah Soleimani, Nico Parker, and Hugh Grant.
Hell yeah.
Released on the 13th of February 2025 for that Valentine's Day bump. On a budget of $50 million. And at the domestic box office, this made nothing. Zero, nada, because it was released straight to streaming in the US.
That's crazy sauce.
Despite not having any presence in the US cinemas, worldwide total made $140.4 million.
Wow.
Didn't the pre-sales outsell Barbie in the UK?
That doesn't surprise me.
Is that another stat for you?
I like that stat.
I might be misquoting it. Some sort of number.
I'll take it. We don't need real research.
Yeah, we don't fact check, so that is now canon.
And it has an 89% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I think makes it the second highest Bridget Jones rated on Rotten Tomatoes.
Number one's the highest, yeah.
I think so. I'm double checking that. That is also just a stat that I might be pulling right out of my ass.
That's fine. Yeah, it's true.
No, it's the highest rated Bridget Jones movie.
Oh, is it?
Wow.
Bridget Jones 1 only has a 79%.
I think they're wrong.
It's like at the time, first Bridget Jones comes out, people do love it, but the critics are a little like, well, there's a bit of fluff in it. It's a bit of
They
fluff.
can get fucked. I'm coming back for Bridget Jones 1 just whether you like it or not. If you've got another guest, I'm going to sit here because I officially want to
We have
declare
an extra
myself
chair.
as Bridget Jones correspondent because Bridget Jones 1 is like a perfect script.
The reason this film works is because the first film works.
But also, you're completely right because people dismiss rom-coms as fluff. Bridget Jones is a great film. Like, it should be on best films list. Like, it's the best of its genre. It's so underrated. Like, it makes me angry. I understand there's a large number of rom-com films that are absolutely dog shit. But
No.
no, come on, there's some on Netflix. They're absolutely mental. I watched one about like a snowman that came to life.
We watched that one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we'll cover it eventually.
Okay, yeah.
Hot frosted, baby.
But like Bridget Jones, like the script, like the cinematography, the acting, like the fact that it's been over the past 25 years, like people are absolutely like wetting themselves over Linklater and like Boyhood or whatever. We get to watch this over 25 years. Like, that's crazy.
This is a point I was
Like,
really wanting to get to, actually. IMDb describes this as, after jumping back into the dating pool, single mother Bridget Jones finds herself caught between a younger man and her son's science teacher. I really love these IMDb synopses.
Yeah, that is also extremely inaccurate. And all of the plot synopses about this film are like, oh, it's a love triangle. She's caught between these two men. False. There is zero overlap of the men.
Do you think that's because I didn't want to do like kind of plot repeat of three?
I'm actually super happy that is the case. Because, they've done 3 other movies where it is a sort of like, who will she end up with?
According to Vanity Fair, Renee Zellweger's hapless yet winning British heroine returned to the silver screen once again in Bridget Jones' Diary, Mad About the Boy. The 4th film in the beloved franchise finds Jones a single mom in London, raising 2 children and still grieving the loss of her husband, Mark Darcy, Colin Firth, who has been killed during a humanitarian mission in Sudan. Michael Morris's movie really takes off when Bridget falls head over heels, sometimes literally, for a younger man, Rockstar, played by White Lotus breakout Leo Woodall. She keeps having chance encounters with her children's science teacher, Mr. Walliker, portrayed by Chiwetel Ejiofor. As Bridget navigates the pitfalls and pratfalls of middle-aged romance, we catch up with some of our favorite friends from Bridget Jones films of yore, including Dr. Rawlings, Emma Thompson, and Daniel Cleaver, now Uncle Daniel, but still played with devilish charm by Hugh Grant. Zellweger's performance is as endearing as ever. Watching this movie, you can't help but root for Bridget Jones to get her groove back. And that is Chris Murphy.
2 things have pranged out at me, and that's not the words, but you go with it. So it says falls head over heels, literally, and pitfalls and pratfalls. I think Bridget Jones falls down once in that film.
She falls when she's doing the trek. It's that great camera gag of she falls and then immediately pops back up.
Yeah, okay.
And on the bridge when she's going to work, like she's like, I'm a London commuter. I think she falls then too.
I do love her being a London commuter.
Yeah. Nowhere near where she lives or works.
Right.
The thing I really don't gel with that description is where it says that the movie really kicks off when she falls for a younger man. I'm like, I don't know if that's what really kicks off the movie for me. I think the movie is kicked off far before then. Like, I've already cried 3 times before she's met the younger guy.
Yeah. I time-stamped every time I cried. And it was 5 or 6.
I just have a note that says I cried a lot. No timestamps, just...
You would have to timestamp the entire last act for me. I could not stop crying this morning.
I think the movie kicks off from the opening line, which is very 4 Weddings and a Funeral-esque, of Bridget just being like, fuck, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, because immediately we're sent into a world that we haven't really seen Bridget in before, but is still the chaos that Bridget revels in. I just want to quickly jump in just before we get too deep in. Nora and I had seen the movie before. Rue, this was your first time watching it?
Yeah. I'm about to hit you with some hot takes, though.
I love hot take.
I'm excited.
So I fucking love Bridget Jones. I'm passionate about it. So I had psittacosis pneumonia when I was 13. So I was literally bedridden for 6 weeks. Did you know that's a type of bird chlamydia? I didn't know that. That's what I've just found out. So I had bird chlamydia.
This is your hot take.
Yeah, this is my hot take.
I had bird chlamydia. Hot take.
And I got the book. I think my mum had read it, and basically I just started reading it, and I was absolutely obsessed. And then I just started hyperfixating watching the film for 6 weeks straight, to the point that my mum and stepdad sat me down. We're like, "Is everything okay?" It's has something happened because you're watching this film so much? Have you had a trauma or something? I'm like, no, I'm just really into Bridget Jones. Anyway, so that's kind of where it started, and I've long maintained the fact that the 3 films are a perfect trilogy. I think they stand up there with Lord of the Rings, OG Star Wars.
I guess you brought up Linklater earlier, the Before trilogy.
Yeah, there we go, the Before trilogy. I think it holds, yeah. But the 3rd book, as an environmentalist as well, I'm going to admit this, is the only book that I've ever put in the bin.
I read the 3rd book and I thought it was rubbish.
It made me so angry. So I didn't see Mad About the Boy in the cinema because I was like, fuck that. Absolutely felt that. I was like, I hate that Bridget Jones is a franchise. Like, I thought it was really perfect as a trilogy. And
Trilogy, not a franchise. I liked it as 3 movies, but 4, that's one too
3
far.
and only 3.
Well, yeah, that's why they split Hunger Games. That's why they split Mockingjay into 2, is they were like, we gotta be a franchise.
Holy Trinity, you know? So yeah, but then I did watch it last night, and you know what? I think it's a really good film, like genuinely brilliant film. My question is it a rom-com? Do you want to go bone down after watching this film?
I'm going to say I don't think it is a rom-com.
I think it's a fucking great film.
I said this to Nora back when we were like looking at this list.
Is it a date film? Like, do you want to be crying with your like date?
I would never watch a rom-com on a date.
Really?
Watching a rom-com is a deeply personal and private experience.
Which is why she watches them with me.
I do sometimes watch them with you. But like when we've watched films together for the pod, I then go away and watch them by myself.
I actually get that. I watched a lot of rom-coms on my own as well.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure it's a rom-com. I'm not sure. Abby Morgan, one of the writers on it, who wrote Suffragette. Dan
Meza, who co-wrote on Borat.
Borat, Ali G, Dirty Grandpa. Are they rom-com writers? The director as well. He's directed To Leslie.
Yeah.
There's no history of rom-coms in these.
Dan Meza did also co-write on the last Bridget Jones, the third one.
Interesting.
And did the rom-com, because I interviewed him when this came out for I Give It a Year.
What a varied career he's had.
I do think this is a rom-com, but I also could be convinced that it wasn't. Like, I don't find it ridiculous that you don't think it's a rom-com.
Well, rom-coms are sort of like, the premise is quite like light-hearted, isn't it? And you kind of, it's very formulaic, and I feel like the rules are safe. Do you know what I mean?
I think as well, because we can compare it to 3 other movies in this franchise, is a franchise. I don't think it's as much of a rom-com as those other 3. I think it's a film about grief. I think there are like romantic aspects of it, but that's exactly why I rub up against what Vanity Fair said about it kicking off when she meets the younger guy. I think those are the least important parts of the movie. I think it's interesting to see her with the younger guy and see how that's part of the grief. And there are some parts of that story I love, but I do think it's probably the least important part
I agree.
of what we go through. I like the stuff with Mr. Walliker.
I wanted more of him.
Yeah. And Bridget has the speech to him at the end after her son has performed at the concert, which I think is really fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And then he also has the speech to her about how, like, you know, she is like magic. And I think that's really lovely as well. Pure rom-com dialogue.
Yeah, that is true.
But the main thing I come away from this movie feeling is my friend Bridget's going to be okay.
It has all the beats of a rom-com, but it also has all this other stuff. I mean, completely different movie, but the argument I was making about Hitman is like, it's a rom-com, but it's also an action movie. It's just both. You know, an action thriller rom-com. And this is like a drama rom-com. It's like both. It's 2 movies in one.
Yeah, the thing with Hitman, the difference there, and it's that sort of thing we've talked about before, is if you take the romance out of the movie, is it still going to work? With Hitman, I don't think you can take the romance out because that is the impetus for everything to happen. With Bridget Jones, I could still just watch a movie about her going through what she's going through, and she didn't have to fall in love with anybody else.
I totally agree. But to me, it's like, yes, obviously the A plot is her growth and the B plot is the romance, but the B plot is such a big part of it. It's almost like it's 2 movies in one. It's a perfect blend. It's a half a rom-com, half a drama. I don't know. I don't make the rules.
I do think this is a really like wonderful movie, and there are things in it like that touch me in my like very like the rewatching it today. I was just like, yeah, this really works, and in a way that it kind of shouldn't, because you don't get many romantic comedy series that get up to number 4. My Big Fat Greek Wedding could only handle 3.
Not a franchise, famously.
Not a franchise. That's a trilogy. We are getting a 4th Fokker movie though, so you know,
that's big news. Yeah, I will say it did make me feel hella existential in a way that rom-coms don't make me. I normally feel like quite warm and fuzzy inside, and this was like, did they have to kill a dad off?
You know what? When I was watching this, I was kind of like, I'm glad Colin died. Like, not in the sense of like, I'm glad he's dead, but in the sense of like storytelling. Because if they were going to do a 4th one, and it was going to be once again about how Bridget and Colin had broken up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, for the 3rd time.
I would watch a film where they were still married and they'd like stopped having sex and it was about them finding their way back to each other.
I think that would have been nice, but I feel like that's a story that is done a lot, and I don't know.
Have you read the book?
No.
The book, like the teacher is so deeply boorish and just like
to the point where it becomes apparent that they're going to be in a relationship. You're like, what?
Yeah, I was literally like, what? Like, you have to pepper it in a little bit. Like, if you're going to go for like an enemies to lover trope, there's got to be some sort of like...
She hates him in
She
the book.
legit hates him, and it's just, and he doesn't come across as hot at all. Like, Chiwetel is so charming and so charismatic. He does so much with... He's not actually given a lot to do, to be honest.
You say Chiwetel isn't given a lot to do. He is the only person working at that school.
He runs the whole school.
He is given too much
But
to
like,
do.
for example, like all of their mute cues, he's like fucking blowing on that whistle. Like,
oh my God, the whistle.
So many like...
He runs drop off. He runs the class. He teaches the choir. He teaches cricket. He takes them out of bounds. He's playing the piano at the concert at the end. He is.
Oh my God.
Like,
we are in a crisis at the minute. Like, we are underfunding public education. So.
that you know that's like a private school because he is hands-on giving, like teaching every one of those kids individually.
No wonder he doesn't have time to date.
Yeah, it's true.
He is the most devoted teacher.
Oh God.
And he works out.
He does work out. By the way, can I just go straight into wouldn't do? Change in front of my pupils? That's a massive safeguarding issue. Like, as soon as that came up, I was like, absolutely not reporting that.
I feel like just a massive safeguarding issue is taking your students on like an overnight trip and just winding up in an abandoned barn.
Yeah. And like the ratio of adults to children.
Absolutely not enough. No. Like, all of it is red flags.
But that's what happens when you have a one-man school.
Please hire some more staff.
They can't afford it. Bridget's not helping by only bringing like hummus to the fundraiser.
That is so true.
Half-eaten rice cakes and hummus.
Points to be made.
We've gone off the grief topic a bit, but I had like a shower thought this morning where I was like, you know what this reminds me of is Hello, Dolly.
I haven't seen it.
So Hello, Dolly as a musical is like the happiest, the most cheerful, the most like, it's a musical. Like, do you know in Wally, the song that he's listening to at the beginning?
Yes,
Put on your Sunday, that's Hello, Dolly.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Dolly is about grief.
Interesting. Does it feel safe though?
Yes, but it's also heartbreaking.
Okay.
I mean, it really depends on how it's directed and how it's played. The vibe is sort of similar to this, I think.
Interesting.
I do think that the use of grief in this movie is actually really beautiful. The way things it has to say about her relationship with Mark. Like when she's freaking out about like who's going to teach her son to be a man and like is her daughter going to remember him after having such little time. It's like, yeah, these are like real questions. And it's actually really nice that they're being presented by someone like Bridget, because Bridget is and always will be all of us.
Yes.
I mean, that's the main thing I get watching any Bridget Jones movie.
Yeah.
I'm just like, she's every single one of us.
Yeah.
We've all had our Bridget moments.
It's amazing to grow up and then like age into the different eras of the films. You know what I mean? And then they become so deeply relatable.
I watched like the second movie like 2 years ago and I was like, oh yeah, this is mad, because she goes to Thai prison and all that.
Great plotline.
Which I love in this movie when she's like looking back at time with her friends. She's like, when Chaz is like, oh yeah, like always. It's like, yeah, you owe me because you left me in fucking Thai prison.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the second one, she's like, I'm 32 and I'm finally going to be all right. And I was like, I'm 33. I'm older than Bridget. When did this happen?
It's crazy, isn't it? Oh no.
Yeah, it's crazy. And also reading the
Nora's
first book.
just putting all the little pieces together there.
The first book is absolutely crazy because she's like, I'm 30, I'm a spinster and I'm overweight. And it's like, you're actually just in very normal size, just real normal, quite young.
Speaking on that point, love the moment where Nico Parker, who's so wonderful as Nanny in this movie, turns up and Bridget is like, oh, Nanny who looks like a film star. I'm like you're not Renee Zellweger.
Yeah, that's really funny.
One of the most beautiful women in the world. I'm like, oh no, a younger woman has shown up.
I would kill to be in a single Renee Zellweger love triangle.
Yes.
She's in a few of them.
I'd like to be in a love triangle where I'm vying for Renee Zellweger's heart.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
that'd be sick.
I don't want to be in a love triangle where I'm competing against Renee Zellweger.
That'd be tough.
Any other combo, I'm in.
Do you know this hot gossip? So Helen Fielding dated Keir Starmer, and Keir Starmer is supposed to be modelled on Mark Darcy.
Wait a minute, Keir Starmer is supposed to be modelled on...
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Sorry.
I like that. And she's like, I'm going to model you on my favourite character that I created.
I will shape you into my perfect man.
But there's like loads of like online, because I was looking onto it to like verify it, and it's got to be true because Keir Starmer tries to vehemently deny it in like so many interviews. I'm like, you don't deny that. You wouldn't even engage with it if it wasn't true.
Why would you deny it when it's one of the most beloved film and book characters of our time?
Anyone has ever said about Keir Starmer.
I think it's probably because like Mark Darcy like is like, excuse me, I'm going to come. Like that's not what you want to think about when
he gets killed in the Sudan. I think that's actually a really important point to the movie, actually. It's not that he just died. He was killed.
In action, being a good person.
Yeah, on a humanitarian mission, and there's a landmine. Like, that's an extremely violent and horrific...
Very not rom-com is what I will say.
Yeah.
The scene in which she's going through, like, the paper clippings and the news report. Also, I think it's wild that the news report is like, and he's survived by his wife, Bridget Jones, and his children, Billy and Mabel.
And names the kids.
Could understand them saying Bridget's name because she's also kind of a public figure.
Yeah, but the kids was
inappropriate.
I think you just say survived by his wife and two kids at this time. At this time, he's just died. We're just going to dox you guys out there.
Yeah, it is a bit wild.
6 minutes in was my first cry, and it's when Bridget says, and even though there might be 600,000 words in the human language, the world still struggles to find the right ones when someone you love is gone.
I love that you cried before the fucking opening credits, which come in at 18 minutes into the film.
Very late opening credits, I will say.
Well, she said that, and I was like, oh my God. 8 minutes later, I was crying again with the flashback of Colin Firth singing to this song.
Yeah.
I think that was my first cry.
And the owl got me. I will say, though, that they did a bit of Foley, like the bird flapping away, even though owls are like famously the quietest birds. Like you can't hear them.
That is such a good bit of trivia.
It really annoyed me. I was like, take me out of it. 4 stars.
That's so funny.
I knew they shouldn't have made Bridget Jones into a franchise. It's lost all believability.
I love catching an inaccuracy with someone who's a huge nerd about something specific. Like Jack mentioned earlier, I'm a horse girl.
You're a bit. I thought that was you're actually a legit horse girl.
I am actually a legit horse girl. I notice horse inaccuracies in films.
That is a lot as well.
Oh, tons. But I am not qualified to pick out an owl inaccuracy, and that's why I'm glad you're here.
Now you know.
I think the use of Colin Firth in this movie is really, really well done. When they announced it was going to be an adaptation of the third book, I was like, oh, well, like Colin's not going to be in it. And then he was in like the first trailer for it. I was like, oh, so he's going to be in like flashbacks and stuff. But I like that it doesn't like lean too much on flashbacks. We don't like see like the last time Bridget spoke to him or anything. He's more of a ghostly presence than anything else. I think that's really nice, especially tying into what Mr. Walliker says to Billy later on in the film about how your dad is everywhere. Energy doesn't just disappear, it is just transferred. And I was like, oh yeah, that's like the use of Colin throughout the movie is just completely underpins that, which is not something I picked up on the first time watching it. Watching it this time, I was like, oh, it is really nicely structurally done. Even just like all the stuff with her zip that goes throughout the movie that I didn't pick up on the first time. And then like this film opens with her struggling to put on a dress with a zip and having the kids help her. And then it ends with Chiwetel coming in to help her do it. Well, just help her. Is it take it off at the end?
Yeah.
Actually,
I am really vexed that we don't see them fuck.
Well, you got her fucking rock star.
I know. I just think that it needs to be equally weighted script wise. I wanted to see a bit more romance with her and Mr. Walliker.
I agree.
I want to just see more rom-coms with Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah. He is great. I just wanted more of him, really.
Yeah.
Just having them having chemistry. More topless scenes as well.
I like that both the guys got topless scenes in this.
Can we talk about he arrives at party, does not do like a risk assessment or like ascertain what is going on. The dog isn't really drowning. And he immediately goes into the pool and swims the length of the pool.
That's my wouldn't do. That is my wouldn't do.
but also like, why did he start at the bottom length of the pool? Like,
also, like, he does not know how deep that pool is. I think that pool doesn't look like a pool. I think it looks like a fountain.
Yeah, so dangerous. And like, there's like full of people.
But everyone is so happy.
Well, what is going on?
Yeah, the dog is swimming along absolutely fine.
That is the joke, that the dog is absolutely fine.
I hope so.
just scoop her out, you
There's
know?
so many assumptions were made. Like, he just like immediately, yeah, I don't know.
When we saw this on the big screen, we had a very vocal audience for this movie.
Were they so into it?
Oh yeah, they were so like, and I think like when that happened, we did get a lot of like.
I feel like Chiwetel should have had the white shirt moment.
Because somebody needed to walk out of water in a white shirt because we needed the Darcy throwback.
Or maybe we should have done like white trousers, just like mix it up because we've already seen white shirt. Let's see white dog.
Get that R rating.
Just like butt cheeks, like in white linen trousers.
That's why it went straight to streaming in the US. It's like, we gotta put this smut in cinema. Put it right on Peacock. It's got cock in the title.
But I do love when he kisses her after getting out of the pool and everyone's like,
yeah, it's cute. It's camp.
It's great as well because the second before, you are visited by like the ghost of terrible boyfriends past.
Yeah.
Like, whoever that man is who comes up to in his hideous outfit and is like, beep, beep, beep.
Oh my God.
That's me in 10 years, unfortunately. One of the pros of this being a franchise, we have been able to like get so many great characters, like supporting characters throughout, and they all get a little moment to shine in this one. The other bit that made me cry early on is when we say goodbye to Jim Broadbent.
oh, I cried then too.
You know how like normally women dying or like partners or mums dying are like often the vehicle for a male protagonist to like go on the journey. It's quite nice to reverse that.
It's also like one of the worst tropes in like comedy sequels is like, oh, well, the guy got the girl at the end of the first movie, so we're going to kill her off for the second one. So the guy can have a new female protagonist. And we can get, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a lazy technique and trope. And here it doesn't feel lazy.
Yeah, it's just sad, isn't it?
She's not only grieving her husband and her father, she's also suddenly a single mother trying to recalibrate, and she has also had to quit her job, so has lost that like support system.
It's a whole life, isn't it?
Which is huge.
And like the one event she can go out to for the year, the one thing she's getting dressed up for is this horrible dinner in which everybody...
Yeah.
Who planned this? That was the worst party. Like what?
Love Sally Phillips though.
Yeah. Oh my God.
An icon. I think if you didn't do a full film, I would pitch like same story, like she loses Mark Darcy, but you follow a TV series of her and her core friendship group. So like Moaning Myrtle, Sally Phillips.
I thought you were going to pitch like a Shazza spin-off.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I've watched a Shazza spin-off.
I'd watch most things Sally Phillips does.
I love her friends. I'm totally with you. Gaius from Battlestar Galactica.
Yes.
But yeah, I do agree. Like you could completely just like follow them, and like it's kind of why I'm glad. Like if you were to do Bridget Jones now, you would do it as a TV show.
Yeah, because you want to basically revisit your friends, right?
Yeah.
So like, obviously I get about Leo Woodon, he's so good in it, but like all I want is just to see all the characters that we love, just like them being funny, even the mum, like.
Well, I think it's why I'm glad it wasn't a TV show.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know if I want like, I don't want to get sick of them. And I don't want like them to have to keep coming up with like,
no, it's true,
like new
artificial
ideas.
Conflict.
Yeah. Instead, I get little stop-ins each time. I'm like, well, yeah, like, it's like catching up with those friends that you don't see that often. And when you do see them, you're like, it's like me and you right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so happy to see you.
And we've come full circle.
Yeah.
Because I love TV. I will always advocate for everything to be a TV show, because if I like something, I want more of it.
100%.
And I want less of it.
So do you think, now that Bridget Jones is a franchise, do you think that the next move is for it to become a musical? Like, when do you think that's happening?
I was reading about this the other day. I think they've tried to adapt the first film into a musical.
I know Renee Zellweger has not ruled out more films.
I would watch a whole film with just her and Chiwetel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am like, if this is the end, I'm happy with it being the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there was attempted development of a musical between 2009 and 2010 with several readings with music and lyrics by Lily Allen, Greg Kirsten, and Karen Poole.
Interesting. Not my dream team.
Not your dream team.
Well, it's just like the music of Bridget Jones is the thing that makes it brilliant. I think that's another thing of rom-coms is like the music is so important.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's why we have our rom-com playlist.
Yes. I think the thing that the Nice does so well is the actual like the playlisting of it as well, but also the musical score is so expansive and it's so like the way that they use Rachmaninoff in the first film through like All By Myself, and then they kind of like comes in, I think it comes in through the score as well. Don't fact check me on that, but like it is beautiful and expansive and just like it feels magic, doesn't it? It feels like falling in love. And like Lily Allen, is she capturing that?
I will say the only like Lily Allen tie I can think to Bridget Jones is just when she tells off that boss in the third movie and Fuck You starts playing.
Oh yeah.
Which is a nice moment. I'm just picturing like every moment of the Bridget Jones musical just being like her saying something to someone and just going, fuck you. Yeah.
Do you know what another wouldn't do I have is go to my loved one's place of work in a TV studio and profess my love for them on a soundstage. That's red flags for me.
I was curious when he's like, I brought pie, because in America that means one thing.
Yeah.
In England, you bring pie. You bring, you got a bag of meat pie?
Yeah.
You got pork pie?
Why we brought pork pie?
What? I brought pie.
How does he get in there though?
He said that they told him to just go in. So he must have been there before and they recognized him, but the security is shoddy, I agree.
But imagine your boyfriend, Nora, coming in now. Like we hear like the digits, the passcode, and then like he professes his love for you right now. and then you start and then you have a breakup in front of us. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, what is going on? It's very beautiful. You've got the lights going. She's had a dance moment. There's a follow spot operator. Like, and then she has a breakup on the soundstage with everyone watching. And she's supposed to be the boss. No, red flags from Leo Woodall there.
Well, he is young.
I do love that breakup though.
Mm-hmm.
I think like the things she says to him
about the time machine.
How she wishes she had one as well.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah,
because it's like, I'm not wrong. I'm not too old and you need to fix me. You're not too young and I need to fix you. We are just not in the same place.
Again, that is the rom-com side of this movie.
It's true, yeah.
That brilliant rom-com dialogue.
Mm-hmm. And it's really shot very beautifully as well. So like they're against the lights and they've got this beautiful light silhouette and it's just nice.
I'm so glad, like, because they do the big party at the end where all the characters come back. I'm glad Rockstar doesn't come back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Their story is over.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like some other filmmaker would be like, oh, well, we've paid all this money to get Leo Woodall in the movie. We need to get him back for the ending.
Yeah, that's so true. I don't know if I fancy him, but I appreciate him like a fine horse.
Nora can appreciate a fine horse.
I can. I was definitely into him in this.
Really?
I thought his sexiest moment was talking to Mabel to get her out of the tree.
Interesting.
My ovaries were just like, whew.
I get what you mean in that sense, but I prefer all of Mr. Walliker's interactions with Mabel.
Mm-hmm.
The bit where she's wearing the wrong shoes.
Oh yeah, very cute.
and she's
like, my feet were on the wrong legs. Yes, Mabel.
And then like the bit where he sees her, which is this bit I think is probably inappropriate, but when he sees her outside of the concert.
That was my other safeguard. I literally wrote it down. I was like, safeguarding. Like, why is he picking her up?
He picks her up, runs with her in the snow, which I'm like, you could fall very easily with this child. She's not your girlfriend at the moment.
I thought they'd got together and we missed it. And I was like, what the fuck?
It feels like that. That is, again, this is the most insane school.
Does he actually teach there?
Yeah. Well, he's the only one who does. That's why he can't get in trouble. There's no one to report him to other than it. He gets a report like, you shouldn't be picking up kids. And he's like, I'll file this way.
Take that to my boss. It's me. Surprise.
I do like, I would like a spin-off movie of like what's going on at that school. And it's like, you're like, I'm going to go speak to the principal. And like you go in and it's the principal's office. And Chiwetel just turns around with like a fake mustache. Yeah. I think the one joke that really falls flat for me in this, it's not because it's like inappropriate, but it's just such a fucking dated joke, is the dad on his Bluetooth.
Oh yeah, I know. Also, by the way, what happened to Isla Fisher? Like, why was Isla Fisher in the first scene? And then I was like, here we go. Oh, there's a storyline coming.
I feel like there must be deleted scenes. Because the one scene of Isla Fisher.
But then why have it just delete it all?
It just sets up one joke for Bridget, which is the like never meet your heroes.
Yeah. I also feel like twice, like Nico Parker makes reference to a partner who I'm just like, it feels like we're going to meet that partner.
Yeah, and then
I
I thought maybe they'll get with Enzo.
I remember the first time we watched it, I was certain in my head that it was going to turn out that Chiwetel was Nico's dad, because she's like, oh, I got to meet up with Graham later. And we didn't learn Mr. Walliker's name until the end. And I was like,
that was
what
weird.
if like what she's meeting up with is her dad, who she calls Graham? Because she is definitely the type of character who would call her dad by the first name.
Yeah.
They had like the scene where he's like, how many tickets do you want to the concert?
Yeah.
And she's like, 3. And I was like, oh, they're now setting it up even more. That they're going to meet.
Good. They should have thought about that, because I like a little tight plot in a rom-com. Like, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Also, I could have done with Jessica Hines in this film as well. Do you remember?
In the first film, it's Claire Skinner as Magda. And then Claire Skinner returns in this one as Magda for like 5 seconds.
You know what? I was very confused about that, because I also think that Jessica Hines would have done a really good script.
Well, Emma Thompson wrote on the third one.
That was great. And I think that's why it's great.
Yeah. And I love Emma Thompson in this as well.
Oh my God.
Just like pure great like supporting characters. I will say that actually, like on like the Bluetooth thing being my least favorite joke, I'm also not crazy about the lips.
Oh, I like that. I thought it was really funny. I thought it wasn't very Bridget Jones. I thought that was very Ali G, like.
It's just because it comes and goes so quickly.
Yeah.
And also,
or it could have been set up better, but it didn't feel, I don't know. I like risky, like the Bridget Jones, like, wink, wink.
I like her doing, I would have, I think like when she goes to meet Mr. Walliker and she has to like speak like it's fun.
Oh, I thought you meant specifically the lip stroke where she was like, those set of lips I don't deal with.
Oh, no, that's great. Yeah. Oh, sorry. No, that's a really funny gag.
But you're right about the whole lips thing. Yeah, I agree. It felt weird. Is it because you don't want to see Bridget Jones getting injectables that she has a serum? Because I just didn't buy it.
I also was wondering, is it like a meta thing about, because everybody like would describe Renee Zellweger as like this actress with like kind of like bee stung lips.
Yeah, she already has great lips. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I didn't buy it.
Yeah. And also they do the exact same joke in Freakier Friday.
Yes. Yeah.
I think one of my biggest laugh is such a dumb joke. But when she is on set and the presenter is like, oh, well, I can get Fergie. And Bridget just goes, Duchess or Black-Eyed Pea?
I wrote that down too.
That's cute.
I just like Black-Eyed Pea as a
Yeah.
That's really nice writing. I like all the jabs at Ricky Gervais as well.
Yeah.
Just coming across as the most insufferable person. Don't know where that comes from.
I really, really love the life cycle of the fruit fly.
He's so beautiful. I mean, how dense is he though? Like, he cannot read a room.
Oh yeah, like definitely cannot read a room. But I thought it was
He's busy teaching every room in that school.
That's true, yeah. He cannot get behind the idea of heaven and afterlife, but he can comfort Billy with science.
Yeah, that's really cute.
I'm also a pretty diehard atheist. I hate Ricky Gervais. And I do not feel comforted by the concept of heaven. I do feel comforted by the concept of energy never being created or destroyed, but only being transferred. I really thought that was very beautiful. Like the idea of how different people grapple with grief and with death, but also the concept of magic. He comes to Bridget at the end and says, it was magic that helped Billy in that moment. She went, no, it wasn't magic. It was you. So she starts out by saying there is magic. And he says, no, there's no magic. There's only reality. And then it's kind of like they meet in the middle and cross and blend.
I think the thing to take away from that is that there is magic. It's people.
Oh. So yeah, that was succinct. That was the kind of soundbite that I was going for.
My favorite thing to do on this podcast is to analyze the film in a way that makes Nora go, oh.
My favorite thing is going, oh.
That's nice.
Yeah, I also want to talk just on how great these kids are.
Oh, they're so good.
So good.
Just a really lovely pair. And I think it's such a good performance from Renee Zellweger.
Yeah.
Because she is the token British mum in this.
Yeah.
And when I think about it, she can't have much of a frame of reference for that.
No, that's so true.
She's
from Texas.
She's from Texas. And yeah, I can 100% believe her, growing up as a Southwest London boy.
Yeah.
She is the mums you saw, making the sort of like silly jokes, dancing like in her pajamas. Like,
it's a Daniel Day-Lewis transformation.
Like, she's won 2 Academy Awards. In my heart, they're both for Bridget Jones.
And also those kids, like, and her chemistry with them. Like, the only rom-com I think that does that gets even closer is The Holiday.
You know what we haven't talked about is Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about
Well, actually, I thought about this when I mentioned that Renee has 2 Oscars. It is mad to me that Hugh has never been nominated.
He's such a good actor.
He's so good. And in this, again, so fucking good.
He just
and
has
like,
charisma.
Do you think it's because people think he's playing himself?
Maybe.
Because he's not.
I think Bridget Jones and About a Boy solidified his sort of like, well, I can also be sardonic.
Yeah.
And
I feel like that's mostly what he's played, is that sort of like, pretty boy with an edge.
I mean, he's played an Oompa Loompa now.
You know what I liked about him in this movie is more representation for flirty platonic friendships.
Yeah.
That is exactly the place that I sit in with so many of my friends. You never see it?
I do think that of our friendship, I'm the Bridget Jones and you're the Daniel Cleaver.
100%. 100% I am Daniel Cleaver. And I'm not as bad as him. Like, a joke that didn't land for me was him pinching her mom's ass.
Yeah, I was going to say, she seemed to like it, I guess.
Right.
We'll never know, though.
We don't know what kind of relationship they've established. Like, maybe that's a joke between them,
Yeah.
And that's the way she reacts, is that it's fine. But I was like, if that is not a clearly established, like, consensual thing, then I don't like it.
Yeah.
I would be furious.
I mean, yeah, I'd be like, I'll kill you where you sleep and curse you for 7 lineages.
Yes, exactly. And so I thought it was a bit of an almost like irresponsible joke of like, let's not tell people that that's funny. Let's not encourage that.
Yeah, I agree. At least it was just, he was sexualizing an old woman. Maybe that's some growth.
Yes.
I don't know,
Yes, it's like there were things about it that I was like, yeah, I get why you did it.
It didn't ring quite right for me either.
Yeah. I wanted it established that they had that relationship and then it would be fine.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Otherwise, I do think the aging Lothario is such an interesting role to have in this film and like is played really nicely.
I also would have watched a platonic film of just them two.
Yes.
And it's like platonic love and it's their journey, basically.
It is arguably the reason to turn this into a franchise, because the thing I think to hold up against the third movie the most is that he is not in it.
I know, I hate that where they're like, oh, presumed dead.
And,
Boring.
and it's like, put him back in this one. Because he's in it right from the off as well. And you're like, as soon as he's there, you're like, oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I need. As much as we want her to be with Mark Darcy, you don't want her to be without Daniel Cleaver.
No, absolutely.
We recently did an episode on Fire Island.
Oh, yeah.
Which is another Pride and Prejudice adaptation. We do a whole Bridget Jones thing on that episode because why wouldn't you? Jack brought up what he thought was like the harshest, meanest line in all of Bridget Jones, which is...
I thought you said she was thin.
Which is devastating.
It's incredibly cutting at the
very
time.
But in this, when they're dancing and he's drunk and he just like quietly says, I wish I had a time machine. That was the same kind of gut punch for me. She was so happy. She was having the best night of her life. Yeah. At least by far the best night since her husband had died. And then he just broke it with that comment. It was that feeling of like, you know, the acting trick of like when you answer the phone and you know it's going to be bad news, look happy. Yeah. It was that.
Yeah,
like they brought it right up just to bring it right down.
Yeah.
I feel you guys have both given away your wouldn't do's. Mine is that I wouldn't have asked for a time machine. I would have been the happiest person in the world to be in that situation.
Yeah, for real. You would have just not been afraid of commitment.
Yeah. It's funny though, because again, going back to the book, I remember Rockstar in the book being such a nothing. Like,
it was just a nothingy book is what I will say. Like
he was just sort of like, oh yeah, I'm the kind of guy who's a bit young and a bit stupid. The only thing I really remember about it is that they're out together at night and she's like, shall we get a taxi? And he's like, taxi? I get a tube. And it's like the biggest difference between generations is we used to be able to afford taxis. And now we take public transport.
Oh God.
Ouch.
Fuck that book.
It's might be the best adaptation of a source
do you know
novel.
what? 100% stand by that, Jack. It is one of the best adaptations of a book. It is like heightened it.
I hated that book and I really love this movie. So
yeah, agree. Strong agree. And did you watch the behind the scenes featurette? I watched it yesterday.
Oh,
Can I just say, I really miss DVDs because I really miss like little Easter egg and like behind the scenes featurettes and all of that stuff. Like
audio commentary.
Oh my God, give me commentaries,
Do you know what
give
I
me
mean?
special features.
Yeah.
Give me deleted scenes.
All of it. Blooper reels,
The
man.
argument is that they're
Blooper
on
reels.
YouTube now, but it's also,
It's not the
but it's not the
same.
same, and we don't make them in the same way. Like we used to actually hire crews of people to make these things.
Seriously, I
And
miss
now,
it so much.
yeah.
I think it's such like a
DVDs used to be like miniature film school. And
honest to God,
now-
the reason how I learned filmmaking is through the Lord of the Rings DVD extra,
yeah.
like behind the scenes.
Yeah, those are why
Featurette.
my boyfriend decided to become an actor.
Bro, yeah, they're just like, they're so influential. They were so pivotal. But I will say, just have a watch of it because it is beautiful. And they talk about the production design. They're saying they really wanted the house to feel like it was furnished by Bridget and Mark. And I think you can really see that.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that. Like I
Yeah.
was thinking of like the little messy touches and the little neat touches. It feels very much the best of both of them.
Totally. Yeah. I just thought it was a gorgeous house I would want to live in.
Yeah.
And just like touch everything.
I mean, I would also live in Bridget's flat.
Oh my God, Bridget's flat is my dream flat. Bridget's flat is
Bridget's
my dream
flat is
fucking
everybody's
flat.
dreams
It is
flat.
like the perfect flat. Have you talked about aspirational kitchens, like rom-coms? And...
We talked to know about Nancy Myers. So,
yes,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah, like just Bridget Jones' life, basically, but the flat. And also, that is another thing about. I know we'll get to one, but it's like, oh, boo-hoo. You're single in this fucking great flat, but you live alone. Like you live in the dream life. You're not
Oh
bothered
my
by
God,
a man.
imagine that, living in a fucking borough with no flatmates and like starting at the bottom of a TV career. Insane.
Oh God, for a second, I thought you meant this one. And I was like, her husband died, Ruth. It's a little insensitive.
Oh, boo-hoo, you live in a nice house in Hampton Heath. You have a man's body.
Oh my God. Wow.
But also, you know what?
Get over it, Bridget.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
How do we feel about the little nods to the previous movies?
Yeah, I liked it. There was points where I was like, okay, yeah, I get it. Do you know what I mean?
Like when they showed the dolphin condoms.
Yeah, that was funny. I thought, did you notice that when they were the friendship group, the OG friends, they were having cocktails that looked like the blue soup that she made? I thought that was really cute.
And then she the one that like makes me roll my eyes the most actually is possibly her, but like who's like, do you know this place well? She's like, I used to.
Yes, I know. Did it need to be said? I don't know. Because wouldn't you just be like, oh yeah, I used to live there?
Yeah, that's what a normal person would say.
That is what a normal person would say.
The other crazy one is when she just gets out that old pair of pants. And she's like, hello, old friend.
I mean, so how old are those guys?
They're older than me.
25 years?
But also, the thing I loved that was a throwback to the first one is she chases down Mr. Walliker in the snow.
Yeah, I really love that. And there's a beautiful shot basically where it's like a crane shot. I was thinking, how do they do that shot? And they're kind of like in the bottom third of the screen, and it's like echoes the number one where they're kissing, and then it goes out, and it's really beautiful. And there's also just a shout out for a really beautiful long take in the first act where she's talking about all the voices in her head giving her different advice.
Yeah.
And it's just one take, and it must have been like interesting to choreograph because you follow Bridget around and then all of these different characters sort of come in and out, sat in different places, giving her shit advice. It was a really beautiful shot. Yeah, nice cinematography.
It's a really nice looking movie. Better than like, a streaming movie deserves.
Yeah.
Other references to the original. At one point, Mr. Walliker tells Bridget's mom that she's perfect just the way she is.
Yeah, I like that.
And also the New Year's Eve party, Billy is wearing the same sweater.
Oh my God, that was so cute.
Right? Like the reindeer with the antlers that Mark Darcy is wearing in the first one.
She should have worn her outfit.
No.
That's a good Halloween costume idea.
That is a good Halloween
It
costume.
is.
Actually, that's a good
That's a
couple's
good
Halloween
couple's.
costume.
It's a really good couple's costume. I want to have a New Year's party like that.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
what
so
it was.
cozy.
I nearly messaged you being like, should we just like rent a cottage this New Year's? And like,
That's a good idea.
On our Sweethearts episode, our guest, he and I talked about the New Year's Eve party that we had where we rented a little flat like in sort of a random small town, and like he played the piano and we sang along, and
God, let's do it.
yeah.
How good at piano is Chiwetel Ejiofor? Like, it's crazy.
That is the single hottest quality that anyone can have.
It's true.
If you're playing the piano, I'm into you.
Yeah.
Like really, really
He's
into
so good.
you.
He can do it standing up.
Oh,
He can do it while Bridget clings to his back.
Yeah.
talk dirty to me.
Tell me my son's good at cricket. I also love meeting up with the friends after the concert.
More of it.
And Mabel running underneath the table and they're like, what are you doing down there? And she's like, nothing. I'm like, oh my God, perfect child acting.
Oscar for Mabel.
Yeah. All the awards.
It's funny, this film comes out in February. I want to add this to like my Christmas rotation. And I do think the first Bridget Jones as well plays very well as a Christmas movie.
100%. I don't know if I'd rewatch it. I'd rewatch all of them, but I don't know if it's a rewatch film. And that's another reason why I'm not sure it's a rom-com.
I mean, so I have rewatched it. Like,
me too. For this.
Did you love it?
I
would you rewatch it at Christmas? Would you rewatch it when you're sick?
I was really happy rewatching it. I don't know if it's one I'd watch when I'm sick.
Yeah.
But I could watch it at Christmas because I find it very touching and very warm.
Yeah, it's not a when you're sick movie, but I could rewatch it.
As much as I like 2 and 3, I feel like you could very easily do a like back-to-back 1 and 4. Because I do think
interesting.
They go together quite nicely.
Love the second one. Second one's a banger though.
I like the second one because like I grew up watching it. I do watch it now and I'm just like, this is fucking mad.
This is crazy.
And like
she's
the
on
fact
shrooms.
She's in prison. Fixes the Taiwanese prison system by introducing them to Bras and Galaxy.
That's feminism.
I remember when me and my mum went to our screening of Bridget Jones, they were giving out free bars of Galaxy in the cinema.
Oh, that's real classy. Amazing. That's good marketing, that is. No bras though.
No bras. Well, not for me.
They're expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It was like walking into a Taiwanese prison. Issue your Galaxy in your bra. Yeah. And they're like, shut up.
Well, since we are desperate to keep saying what we wouldn't do, we should officially move on.
Yeah. Should we do music?
Yeah. Let's do best song first.
For me, Praise You by Fatboy Slim, which plays while she's having sex with Rockstar.
Oh.
I'm like, good choice. Throwback. And also like, praise her. Praise Bridget Jones.
Yeah.
I ought to praise you like I should.
My track is Mad About the Boy. It's my favourite song, like one of my favourite songs, but I think it's absolutely unhinged and insane that they did it under him swimming for the dog. I was like watching like, what the fuck is going on? Like it was really nice for the kids, but I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
It's a great moment.
I agree. It's insane.
So jarring. But yeah, what a great song.
I went for Should I Stay or Should I Go by The Clash, which is what Bridget is singing with the kids on the bus.
It's very cute.
On the way to the like hiking trip.
And he contributes just one word.
Yes.
Further evidence that he is the only teacher there, that he has been able to procure this tiny bus. This like Volkswagen Beetle driving in.
I also thought it was a really nice symbolic use of that song where she's singing and then he joins in right at the end and it's like a little bit of an indication of her being a good influence on him.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. How do the kids know the lyrics to that song? That was my only question. I was like, I'm loving this, but like, have they listened to that all the way there or something?
They all watch Stranger Things.
I learned it from when Angelica sings it in the third Rugrats movie.
Is it in the third Rugrats movie?
Oh yeah.
That's a hella fact.
Rugrats go wild.
Would do, wouldn't do, have done.
So my would do is I would change the bloody name of Miramax Productions because Lord knows I don't need to be thinking about Harvey Weinstein before I start this fucking movie.
Yeah, that's so true.
I get that the company
because somebody else has bought it now. Paramount's bought it, right?
Yeah, and Miramax is a tribute to Harvey's parents, Mira and Max, and it's
wow.
Just change the fucking name.
It's like the first thing you see.
The only thing it's tied to is the legacy of a fucking monster.
Yeah, I agree.
It just showed up at the beginning of this movie. I know they produced the original as well, but it's like, it's such a bad taste. Yeah. I know we should be honest to history and everything, but at least change the fucking name. Yeah.
Big time rebrand.
Sure.
Gross.
I would hire Esmeralda as a producer. On Careers Day, the girl that she gives the headphones.
Yeah.
She's fucking on
More
it.
Esmeralda.
Yeah, because she gives her one line, which is, 10 seconds to air or something like that. And Esmeralda like really takes on that role.
Stay on topic.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, that's the kind of initiative that we really need on this show. So Esmeralda, if you're out there, if you're not a fictional character, actually, please call.
100%. I need that in my life.
Similarly, I love Miranda's style of interviewing. Where she asks all the questions up top and we cut before we can see any of it. What is this? What is this show she's hosting where they're interviewing like the health secretary and Ricky Gervais?
It does feel quite British, though.
Yeah. Oh, it's totally...
And also the environmental secretary.
Yes, absolutely. It's the environmental secretary. It's so British.
But that's a good bit. That's what I would do. Is like I think in terms of like the writing, it's nice to have a bit of something around environmental, because I do loads of environmental work in my like life, and I like combining comedy writing and like environmental issues and like horsing that in, because a lot of the time when you see environmental issues in comedy, it's like somebody being a real nag, or like it's just the butt of the joke is you didn't recycle or whatever it is, or composting, and so it's nice just to have that little plot point in there, and it's like a character that you're rooting for that is really knowledgeable, and then you also get those facts as well. I thought it was really well done.
So I came up with a backup wouldn't do, because we said ours earlier. If my flat was that big, I would not make my kids share a room.
Yeah, do you know what? Absolutely points should be made. Like, maybe they just want to be near each other. Or
I can imagine that Mabel is just like, oh, I don't want to be alone.
Yeah, maybe that's a thing to make them feel a bit more comforted. But I was like, her bathroom is bigger than my entire flat, and those kids share a room.
Yeah, that is mental. Also, have sex in a slip?
Oh, you wouldn't?
No.
See, I would.
Yeah, fair. I respect that.
I do think there's something to like leave the lingerie on.
Agreed, but it's like dead of summer.
Yeah, that's also a very like covering slip. That's not like a sort of lacy.
Yeah, she's got a nice set underneath. I mean, like the pants, not the boobs.
Oh, I thought you meant her boobs. I was like, yeah, she does.
Teenage Jack agrees.
She's clearly got a really nice bra underneath, and maybe she didn't want to show her body, but
nice set.
Anytime we talk about boobs on this show now, which I'm sure we will often, we have to refer to them as a nice set.
Nice set.
Game set match.
I'm crying.
That's a really good rom-com title.
Does that
exist? Is it?
I mean, there's the Wimbledon movie, but yeah, I would watch a rom-com called Game Set Match.
Yeah, we should make that.
Fine, yeah, now I need to learn about tennis.
No, it's about boobs.
Oh, it's about boobs.
Yeah.
What wouldn't you do, Jack?
Well, I mean, yeah, mine was I wouldn't wish for a time machine.
Oh, right.
Like, and I, to be honest, I stick with it. Like, it's similar to my one on Something's Gotta Give, where that was I wouldn't make Diane Keaton cry.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't hurt Bridget Jones.
Agreed. What have you done?
What have I done? I have been overwhelmed with condom choices. You go into the shop, you look at them, and you're like, there's so many here. What do I want? I don't know. It's my dick. I don't know how to use it. I don't know what it likes. There's no like try before you buy option. Like, you know, you want a little changing room.
Oh, God.
Yeah, what a capitalist hellscape. There's too many choices for everything.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I found the ones I like now. Shout out to Skin Condoms.
Thank you for sponsoring this episode.
That's SKYM.
Yeah. Oh my God, they're not paying us, Jack. Stop it.
You should genuinely reach out to them after this.
Rue, what have you done?
What have I done? I don't have a dead husband.
She says while holding a ring.
Ominously.
I don't have a dead husband yet.
You know when she is in the TV studio and she's like, I had sex. I've definitely been in a play with Mike's, like a musical, where I've been like basically talking about somebody that I was getting with in the cast, and then it was like going front of house, like in Civil Showroom, and I was like, kill me now. I've also like done a shit and it's come out. Like back
I've done shit so it's come out.
Yeah, but I just mean like it's been on mic. Like they need to turn it down. So I've had that moment of just being like saying something, and then like the whole like just 100 people, 200, 500, I don't know, I've like heard and just been like, yeah, that was me shitting myself. Yeah, humiliating. She owns it. I like that. I've been in so many situations like that.
Because we all are Bridget Jones.
Yeah, because we are all Bridget Jones.
I have lived walking distance from Hampstead Heath.
Oh, is it? Very nice.
Not anymore, but I did for a few years.
If you move away from your place and someone takes you back there and they're like, do you know the area? Would you be like,
I used to. Should we rom-com Bray now?
So this is our section where we rate the film on a series of 1 to 5, and on the chemistry and leads, the supporting characters, and the plot. And then we have the rom-com scale, which is a 0 to 100 scale. 0 being the film is more romantic, 100 it's more comedic, and we pick where it falls within that scale. So, Rue, chemistry and leads.
I'd say 3, because just out of all of them, I'd say it's not the strong for me. Like, Leo doesn't do much for me, and I did like their chemistry, but I would have liked to see more of her and Chiwetel. And I just think the other films, there is so much more. Like, I want more that will they, won't they? So it's a 3 for me.
I think it's a 4 for me, because I agree on the Leo would all of it all. Weird thing to say. Leo would all of it all. That's not the high point for me. But I do think the chemistry between her and Chiwetel is really strong and really
so
nice.
Good. I want more. That's why it's low score.
I agree. And also, not quite the chemistry you think about in this movie, but the chemistry between her and Hugh Grant is, like Nora said, this sort of like flirty, platonic relationship. It's really nicely done. And just the relationship between her and the kids. She's got wonderful chemistry. She's a wonderful actress. I love her with all my heart.
Interesting. What about you, Nora?
I also said 4. And it was pretty much the same logic of I just wanted more of Bridget and Mr. Walliker to like let that chemistry like actually exist, because they only are getting along for like a couple of scenes. But I did think that everyone had fantastic chemistry, and I thought everyone did a great job in this.
Hell yeah.
Supporting characters.
5 out of 5.
5.
I count Hugh Grant as a supporting character.
So do I.
Yeah, same.
Him, the mates, just everyone, like 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
The casting of Bridget Jones just in general.
The other mum at the school,
Yes.
who has one of the funniest moments at the end when she's
talking with
Enzo.
Yeah.
And
But she's 16 years old, so cool it, perfect Nicolette.
Yeah.
Well, her husband's always on his Bluetooth.
Well, like Bridget's boss and like that. Every time somebody's on, I'm like, I just want to see them.
Mm-hmm.
Plot?
I'm going to say 3. It's a really good film. I would say structurally, I think I would have liked Leo in the first act, and then her kind of getting together with Chiwetel in the second act, and then there being sort of conflicts in the third act, so that you just have more Chiwetel basically, and that was the main feature of the film. And so for that reason, I'll give it a 3.
I give it a 4. I like that it doesn't fall into actually a lot of like structure that I would like expect. I'm so wrapped up in everything going on with her that I'm just like, yeah, I like this plot.
I actually went 4.5. Because I was like, this was really funny. It was really sexy. It was romantic. It hit all the romantic comedy beats for me. But then it also had this layer of being this like really beautiful examination of grief.
Yeah.
And I originally put down a 5, but then I knocked off 0.5 because we don't get enough of Mr. Walliker.
Yeah, strong agree. It is a great film.
And so the rom-com scale.
It's just really hard because I don't know if it's a rom-com. Do you know what I mean? Like, there are elements of romance in it.
I mean,
there are elements of it being really funny, but it's really sad. It's hella sad. I'm going to say 50 ?
I went 60 on this. So the way that I deal with the like sad element is I just kind of remove it from this scale. Is I'm like, because the drama doesn't make it more romantic.
Yeah, it's true.
And it also doesn't make it less comedic.
Did you laugh out loud in this film?
Frequently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I actually laughed out loud several times watching this. So for me, it is more of a comedy than it is a romance. But I agree that there's all this drama that this scale does not incorporate.
Yeah, this is not a perfect scale. This was made by a flawed person. I went for 63.
63.
63?
Yeah.
Damn.
Talk to me, because that's the first like not round number that anyone has given.
It's uncertain, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that was it. At first I was like, is it a 65? I was like, 65 seems a little too close to comedy for what it is. It's just 60 seems low. I was like, well, 63 seems like the place to go.
I like that, because 65 did feel too high for me, and 63 did actually, or 60 did feel a little bit too low. So actually, yeah.
I think that's well thought out.
And I did laugh out loud in this one as well. Like, I laughed out loud both times I watched it. So I think the final statement on this is don't read that fucking book.
And never forget that Keir Starmer is based.
Keir Starmer is not a real person.
He is a facsimile. He's a fictional
character based on a fictional character. So he's like a copy of a copy of a copy.
Helen Fielding's writing everything right now.
Helen Fielding wrote England.
She's writing British politics.
Which is why we are all Bridget, because she doesn't know how to write any other characters.
And that's why we hate what's going on right now, because it's just like the third book. We're living in third book syndrome right now. Oh God.
It's been
that book. Sorry.
So
you were
nice.
trying to close and I'm still like ranting about the book. It's so bad though. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
It's been so nice having you on. Is there anything you'd like to plug?
Oh yeah, I don't know when it's out though. I think it's in November. I'm in a comedy entertainment special on ITV called Playtime. It's on ITVX and YouTube. And it's where a group of comedians, neurodivergent comedians, go into a school and they get prompts from kids. And then we improvise a 15-minute play from their prompts. It's really cute. And I wrote little music for it as well. The kids are so cute. I think it's going to be very wholesome. So if you fancy something very wholesome, highly recommend. It was really cute.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah, it was.
That sounds
Really,
amazing.
really
I'm just going to plug you as well because like Aru is just such a fantastic, funny and like wonderful performer. And oh my God, the radio show you were part of is escaping.
Time of the Week. We're about to do season 2.
Time of the Week is so good. Nora was sending, I'd listened to Time of the Week and then Nora was sending me like TikToks that you guys
the
were
Vox
doing.
Pops are
The
so
Vox
funny.
Pops.
Yeah, we're about to do another round of them as well. I get
so
recognised so
excited.
much from that. Out of anything that I've ever done, I cannot believe the reach that those, like, there's one of those fucking Vox Pops that has had like more views than the population of Denmark, which is really specific. I think they were using that to plug it, to be like, give us more seasons.
The budget of Denmark. Series 1 of Time of the Week is available on the BBC Sounds
It
app.
is really good. If you like absurd, silly, it's a good comfort listen.
Yeah, couldn't let you out of here without
Yeah, I actually forgot about that.
And we'll share the links in the episode description.
Woohoo.
This has been When Rom Met Com. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at When Rom Met Com. There are links there to the Vanity Fair article, to our letterboxd, and any other fun things that we want to share. You can DM us or send us an email at mail@whenrommet.com. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the films, what rom-coms you think should have made the list, your best would do's, wouldn't do's, and have done's, or anything else you'd like to hear about. If you've had a nice time today, please consider leaving us a review or following us wherever you get your podcasts. Next time, we'll be discussing Crazy Rich Asians. Thanks for listening, and remember, we don't hate you. Not even a little bit. Not even at all. See you next time.